G'day everyone. This time we're working on just doing D-loops. So probably the thing that as a compounder you are going to do the most of. D-loops need to be replaced as often as you wear them out really, which that can be quite a bit. So what we're going to do now is you may have already watched how to do tie-on knocking points. Pretty basic, done, fairly easy. So now, all the stuff I use is BCY, and like I mentioned in my last one, I'm not sponsored by BCY. I just like using their stuff because dealing with BCY is easy. You get good stuff. You know you're going to get the same stuff time and time again. It's going to be the same. It's going to be right. So to start off with, this is just something you learn, okay? So remember, this ball on the end is what's stopping you from getting punched in the face. So what I've got to reiterate is this is how I do it, okay? This doesn't mean it's right. It means this is how Pat does it, okay? If you want to copy me, that's cool. If you think some way else is the right way, I'm sweet. You do whatever you want. If you want to do it your way, do it. That's fine. All right, let's start off. So we'll go slow. So what I've done here is I've made the little ball. You saw how I did that with the lighter. I'll do it again at the end, all right? You want to have a decent bit there so it's grabbing, so it doesn't actually fall off and punch it in the nose. Can you see that all right? Mm-hmm. All right. Just put the D-loop on the string. So if you notice, I've got my bow facing up to the left. So we're starting at the top. You'll put your D-loop with the knob at the bottom. You pull it over the top, around and through. The good thing is, whilst this is in live, Rachel might be able to slow it down for the video, so you'll be able to see that in slow motion. Yeah. So that's the top for a right-handed archer. Now, you're going to pull it straight. So I want my D-loop facing straight up. Some people use their D-loops to straighten their peep. Oh, I reckon that's terrible. I really don't like that at all. We're now going to do the bottom. So the D-loop this time will cross over. On this side, it was top left. This side, we're going to start on bottom right. So the whole lot comes over. We poke through on the inside, down and around, and poke it out this way towards us. So you'll actually see that there's a knob on this side, top right. So the top right is facing away from the person's cheek if they're a right-handed archer. And then the knob to equal the pressure, is on the bottom on the left-hand side. So this bit I don't really have a measurement for, but if you can have a look, I usually leave, I don't know, if I was to measure that, might be like 6 mil, I guess. Fluffing out. The reason why I do that is I've got to burn it. Now, if I get that wrong, I'm going to hurt somebody, all right? So if you do it wrong, you're just going to punch yourself in the face. So take your time, get it right, check it a few times because you don't want to break your teeth, all right? It's really important. Yeah, these are called Viper D-loop pliers. I just like them because they make the right length D-loop pretty much every time. So people have got ideas on what size your D-loop should be. Like I said, this is what I use. I find that it doesn't, you can twist a little bit and it doesn't torque the string, which is really important. If you make your D-loops too small, obviously if you twist your hand, you're going to affect the string. You don't want to do that. If you make them too long, just look ridiculous and you've got too much weight in the centre. So these Viper D-loop pliers, they're a good bit of kit just to own. They only do D-loops, nothing else. They're not going to start your car for you, eat your tea, do anything like that, but they're going to make good D-loops. Straight in. Now you want to aim your D-loop straight up. This is kind of important. Some people will do it this way, whatever. Make sure it's facing the way you want it to be permanently. Tighten. That's it. Because it will kink off a little bit one way or the other. I don't mind it being a little bit. that way or like that. I don't want it looking like this. It just puts me off. Everything's got to be perfect. It just upsets me a bit too much if it's not. So that should be right for your D-loop. So Andrew, there's your D-loop done, mate. And we've done your knocking points, D-loop. Peep sight's in the right spot, not tied in, but D-loop's done. Take it easy.